Yeah, we live.
Shalom.
All right. Shalom, shalom. We like to start
Shalom.
saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haroim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. Lakim and the Aquat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Amawan and the brother Azan Amath. And back at you with another lesson, going into when he shall appear. All right, we shall appear with him, right? And that's going into Yahweh Shai, when he shall appear, his glory is gonna be, all praises, and we're gonna be glorified along with him at the same time. But always all glory goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai first, but we look forward to that day because we're tired of sitting here and constantly telling the same thing over and over, knowing that Israel is stiff-necked and don't want to listen. But the time will come when Yahweh Shai returns that everything's going to be made manifest, and we're going to be right there along with them. You see. So if you got a precept, brother, go ahead.
That's that's right, Shalom. That's the thing we're looking for, is to ultimately have that salvation with our Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And going through the things that we're going through right now, that's how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to go through this fire, right? The fire in Babylon, you know what I'm saying? And as far as being subjected to Esau's judgments, being subjected to our own people hating us, right? This is the iron furnace that the Lord has given us. But when he shall appear, we shall be like him. I mean, we're going to have that power and glory like Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? So, this is what we want to bring out. Hopefully it's edifying to the brothers and sisters. The thing is, matter of fact, if you can get Matthew 11 and 16.
Yeah, I got you. This is Matthew 11 and 16. You want to just do it off the phones or bring it up on the screen?
If you can get it on the screen.
All right, yeah, I'll do that. Grab it on the screen. Let me just share this then real quick.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, Salakia.
Matter of fact, let's just roll. You got
I got it on the
Yeah.
The spirit with the brother Nathan, because I was about to just bring that out too. Right after I read this. This is Matthew 11.
You hold that one up. Give me Hebrews 1 and 14, Salakia.
Hebrews 1 and 14.
All
right. So we got Hebrews. You can see it on the screen, right?
All
right. So you want Hebrews 1 and 14.
Because we're going to go into ultimately a salvation that we're about to have.
That's right. So this is Hebrews 1 and 14. And it says, are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation?
So we're going to be heirs, of salvation. And that salvation will never end. The Lord said, Israel shall be a world without end. Right? So we will never, fall back down to this low level that we're on right now. Jake is on the low level. You see? Right now, we was talking about if you had put, one of who put the crabs in the bucket, man. Who put the crabs in the bucket? Esau, Edom. So after we defeat this devil, he's the last defender, man, in the video game that you have to defeat. And once you defeat this dude, it's ultimate salvation and being heirs to that promise, right?
That's right.
We're going to know what we went through and the battle that we went through here on this earth.
That's right. As a matter of fact, saying how, if I may, real quick, Bubble Shaw, you was talking about how, you know, we're in that low state. We're no longer going to be in that low state anymore, according to Philippians 3. Let me grab that real quick. This is Philippians 3:20, and it says, "For our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahweh HaMashiach, who shall change our vile body," right? Going into that what? Them everlasting chains of darkness, you know? Because no matter how right we want to get, how perfect we try to be, we can never be perfect because we in these bodies of you know, these chains of darkness, and we're subject to vanity. So it says, "Who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body."
That's right, brother.
"According to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself." You know, and like the brother Zan was just saying, man, we look forward to doing that, man. We look forward to being changed into a body like Yahweh's, man, that perfect body, because Yahweh was perfect when he was on the scene. You know, so we want to be perfect and be able to, you know, be joint heirs and be able to worship Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh to the fullest, man, in sincerity and in truth, and never ever, you know, going off, you know. And you know, it's funny we was talking about that because I said that in the video before. You know, we're going to be having the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, and that's why we're never going to be able to die. We're going to live immortal because there's going to be no wages of sin, because we're not going to be able to sin anymore. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You can take that. You can take that off.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we gonna.
Where you want, Matthew?
Nah. That whole screen right there. Let's just.
Take it off.
Yeah, I
got you.
There we go. I'm gonna give you a precept. This is Romans 8:17. It says, "And if children, then heirs, heirs of God, heirs of Yahweh." Okay, right. And joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so, be that if we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time, that's what I was talking about before, we got to suffer here. Right? We're not greater than our master.
That's right.
You know, but we never was told before. Okay, Israel, we've never been told before we came into this truth that we're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, and the Lord Yahweh will be our God. We're going to be able to see him, actually feel him, man. You know,
that's right.
That's a beautiful thing. And I'll finish that off. It says, "Compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." So the glory is going to be revealed in us. Right? We're going to have those glorified bodies, but also, right, we're going to have the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai on us, which means everything that he represents, it's going to be instilled in us. So that's what the Lord is talking about with the elect. And he also said that the most feeble man will be as strong as King David.
That's right.
Right? So when the 2/3 come back in from the women of the elect, right? They're going to be as strong as King David, man. So Israel, hey, we're going to be on top.
That's
which
right.
means we're going to have that same glory, not on the level of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, but we're going to have that glory.
Absolutely.
It says it revealed in us.
Matter of fact, to go with that, what you're saying, the brother Nathan put that up right here. I'm going to read it. This is 1 Peter 4:12. It says, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you." It says, "But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy." You know, so like you just said, you know, when he comes and reveals himself, man, his glory is being revealed. You know, we're gonna be with exceeding joy at the same time, man, because we're gonna be joint heirs with him. We're gonna be glorified along with him, but not as we're not gonna be above him or anything. We're just gonna be glorified with him because we was his servants, you know.
And there's nothing. That's a beautiful point, brother. There's nothing wrong with suffering on this side. Right, that's a thing of honor in the Lord's eyes.
That's right.
You
Well,
know,
well,
that we would suffer for Him,
that's right.
right? That we would go through perils and trials for the Lord. You know, being ostracized in a society where people hate us. You know, standing on street corners and people throwing bottles and trying to, cussing you out through the street. Our own people, put us through that frying pan. But the glory, again, it says the glory is going to be revealed in us.
That's right. I got a
Oh,
precept.
Shai is working with us right now. Go ahead, brother.
This is Acts 14 and 22, and it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. So like you was just saying, it ain't nothing to suffer. We have to suffer to make it into the kingdom. It's humility before honor. For us to be honored, we have to go through the sufferings and the humility. We have to be at that low state, because that's what's going to make us stronger later. That's, being weak is when we're at the weakest point. That's when we're the strongest, and that's all because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is showing us that without him, we are nothing, so we need Yahweh Shai to bring us to that low state, man, so we could constantly call upon him, so he could constantly, do his works, his miracles, man, and take us out of this hellhole, man.
That's right. When you think about the trying time that Yahweh Shai went through, he was in the garden praying to Yahweh. He asked him 3 times, take this punishment from me. Do I have to go through this? Right? And the Lord Yahweh didn't answer him, which means you had to fulfill this for Israel. Well, we got to walk our walk too. Okay, and we got to walk our walk. We're going to have falls and things like that. But this is going to be the glory revealed, man. We're going to be able to tell that story. Matter of fact, because it's about grace, and having the hope that we're going to be able to sit and dwell with our Lord. This is a hope thing, man. This is a belief system. If you don't have a belief system in this word right here, you're not really into it. You just going through the motions. So this is Titus 3 and 7. It says that being justified by his grace, we should be heirs according to the hope of eternal life. You see, and that hope is putting in this work and having faith, doing what the Lord requires. The apostles asked Yahweh, they asked Yahweh Shai, what do I need to do to get where I need to get to? The Lord said, follow me.
That's right.
So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to follow the Lord, the Lamb, wherever his voice is. And that voice is on blocks on the 4 corners of the earth every week.
That's right, brother. Beautiful. I got a precept to go with that, actually. This is Luke 9 and 23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. You know what I'm saying? So going what you just said, see, putting in this work and going through the trials and tribulations, man, that's you literally taking up your cross daily, man. You see, if you can't bear your own cross, you cannot be Yahweh Shai's disciple, man. You cannot be part of that elect. All right, because the Lord suffered for us. It's only right that we give an eye for an eye. You see, he gave us his sacrifice, so we have to sacrifice ourselves for him. That's the most you can do. You know what I'm saying? And nobody, can ever how can I say it? You can never be Yahweh Shai. No man could do what Yahweh Shai did. So what we're going through is a light affliction. Yahweh Shai went through some hardcore things, man. For us to be able to have that salvation and that grace, you know what I'm saying, and to be bought back in blood, basically. So what we're going through is a light affliction at the end of the day. So the most you could do is sacrifice your time and yourself, man.
Brother Yahweh Shai was stressed out. He was sweating blood.
That's right.
And he did all this for Israel. He did all this for you, for us to be wicked in our past lives. And we used to be into idolatry, not knowing that you were celebrating Christmas was paganism and doing all these things. Right. But now you have that spiritual awakening. And since you got that spiritual awakening, now your family hates you.
That's right.
Now people want to get away from you. But we know that this thing is about being set apart. And that's what Peter was asking Yahweh, what shall I, if I forsake all? Matter of fact, let me get it. This is Matthew 19:27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And the Lord said, he gave him a promise. And Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration with the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory. Okay, so you're going to have you'll be sitting on thrones judging the 12. And at this time, the Israelites won't need a judge because we're going to be in our right minds. We're going to have that new covenant.
That's right.
Right? To be like Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is a promise, and that promise is going to be fulfilled. But we have to fulfill this life here though first.
That's right. That's right.
Right? Again, it says, and everyone have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife. We've done that. That's what we've done. So, you got to keep walking, keep this walk with the Lord. You're going to trip and fall sometimes, but the Lord said what? He said, a just man falls 7 times.
That's
so
right.
You don't dwell in it, get up and keep pushing. Because the end goal is to be able to sit with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. See, there's no pleasure here. There's nothing here for us. There's absolutely nothing here for us. We've already given up on this life. So the next life is what we live for.
That was our true purpose to live. That's why
our true purpose to live.
Exactly. That's why we were put here, because a lot of people don't understand that we weren't put here. We weren't given life to go celebrate, man. We were put here to suffer. We have to suffer in order for us to have what you would call a real, that real joy of life. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is a balance. The Lord, if he just gave you straight joy, then it wouldn't be a balance to it. See, the Lord gave us that suffering first for us to be joyful later. And that's what's showing that balance right there. You had to know wickedness for you to enjoy and appreciate righteousness. You know what I'm saying? And these people don't understand that, man. That's why you got complainers, We have to suffer for these things, but once you have this truth and you have Yahweh Shai, your suffering is with ease. You're not. Even though we're suffering, just to know the names and to know that Salakia, that we have a true power to call upon, that's gonna be there fighting for us at all times, man, through our ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? That right there is joy within itself.
Well, what did Job go through? Job went through hell.
That's right.
And Job got 100-fold.
That's right.
Right? And that's in the Matthew 19th chapter. That's what it says. It says, if you forsaken your houses for my name's sake, you shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit an everlasting life. That's right. That everlasting life is being a king to the Lord. You're going to be your own king. He'll give you your own land. We're going to have our own lands that are promised unto us. Revelation 1:6 says, and have made us kings and priests unto Yahweh, okay, which is Yahweh Shai and his Father. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. So the Lord's going to make you a king forever, man.
That's right. That's right. Matter of fact, if I may, let me add this real quick. This is Philippians 3, and I'll start from 7 and read down to I'll read down to 10.
All right.
It says, but what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Hamashiach. Yet doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh Hamashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Hamashiach, the righteousness which is of Yahweh by faith, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his sufferings, being made conformable unto his death, if by any means I might attain unto the resurrection of the dead. So, going into what you're saying, even though we lose these things, man, we gain the win with Yahushai. And going back to what you said with Job, Job went through straight hell. Like we all mini Jobs, basically, going through all types of crazy hell right now. But at the end, Job got what? He got his family back and more. Everything was basically 100-fold. He received everything that he lost and more. And that's what's going to happen with us, man. We're going to gain all of that later on top of rulership. If we are, the 144, going back to what you said, being judges in the ruling body, there's so much, it's so much glory going on right there that the Lord's going to give us for being his servant, man, and following him. You know what I'm saying? And that's something to look forward to as men of the Lord in his truth, and the few sisters in his truth, so got to keep pushing it.
Right. And it says, to him be glory and dominion forever and ever. So you're going to have the dominion over what? Over other nations.
Ooh.
So we'll have the glory and dominion. So you have that power. Remember, if they don't come up for feast days, you put a curse on them. Shalak Ra'am. Bam. Ain't nothing happening for you. No rain, no nothing.
That's right.
Right? So that's part of the dominion. Having that power. Having the spiritual power. Even the brother got it up here speaking about, being persecuted here. It's the kingdom of heaven. Okay, that's set up. Right? Matthew 5 and 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. You see?
That's right.
So you go through persecution here, because persecution is a must, but so is salvation for those whom endure. Right?
That's right.
So if you endure to the end, hey, you got promises coming. Because just like if you meet a woman in the world, she gotta prove herself to you.
That's right.
Right? When you're courting a woman in the, you're calling her. You may give her some flowers, texting her all the time. You're showing interest. Well, how much more for the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai?
That's right.
Because we are likened unto a woman for him.
That's right.
Right? So we have to be in order for him to give us that crown.
That's right. It goes back to what you said. We have to prove ourselves, just like that woman that you're trying to holler at and make sure that, she's going to be a righteous rib by you. She has to prove to you that she about this truth. So we have to prove to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that we're worthy to be his that bride, at the end of the day, being called into that marriage supper. I got a quick precept. Yeah, you got something?
No, just shalom to the brothers. Everybody on the comment board, shalom. I know it's late, but the spirit was on us to bring a lesson out. So hey, we're just bringing it out through the spirit.
That's right. That's right. It's the spirit that y'all on.
Right, man. That's right.
This is 1 John 3 and 1. It says, "Behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed upon us." And what's that manner of love, man? This truth, being able to have this understanding, this wisdom, being able to have the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. It says that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore, the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Yeah, because when Yahushua was on the scene, you had people that didn't believe. The only ones that are going to follow his voice are the ones that were believers from the beginning, that were always the believers. You see, the rest were always meant to be 2/3 non-believers. The ones born in vain. All right, the ones that didn't have the eyes to see, the ears to hear. Right? It says, "Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it does not yet appear what we shall be." Yeah, because right now we are what's that scripture? The prophet is not honored in his country. You see, so
Right.
we're nobodies. We're at the bottom. We just some crazy ass people with tinfoil hats, basically, to these people, man. It says, "Beloved, now are we not the sons of God, and it does not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And every man that has this hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure." And that's what we want, man. It's gonna be that biggest "I told you so" of "I told you so's," man. When Yahweh shall come and brings that destruction upon the people, man. All right. And you see us that are, Lord willing, we those men, and the rest of the brothers out there in sincerity and the truth, Lord willing, we're able to be put on those chariots, man. Be called up into the air with them, and be those what is it in the strangeness of our salvation. When they see us, they're gonna be troubled when they see us being beamed up and they staying back. That's gonna be that glory right there. So that's why we got to continue to keep pushing, whether they hear or forbear. We're not going to fear the incredulity of those that trouble us, because we know that all unfaithful is going to die in their unfaithfulness when it comes, man.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that's why Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai said we're going to be like him. Well, how was he? He had brotherly love. He loved his brother, and his brother is who puts this work, who does the work of the Lord.
That's right.
So we're speaking about the attributes of our big brother and his father, the king. And these attributes are going to trickle on down to us. We're going to have, these powers. And it's not a fake thing. This is really something we look forward to. Because like Apostle Gabar said, we're in these beat up, bodies that are like rented, broken down apartments.
That's right.
But we're looking forward to this spiritual body that will never break down, that you will never have a sickness in. You see, you never get tired, run forever. Have the ability to travel wherever you want. Your chariot follow you wherever you move. You see, so down here on earth, we're just niggas, But like the brother said up here in Matthew 5 and 12, man, we're looking forward to something else. It says, "Rejoice," Matthew 5 and 12. "Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven." See, that reward in heaven is going to be back here on earth, because we're going through this persecution to be the prophets of the Lord. They went through it too. The prophets before us, right? So we have to go through that fire as well. But once we go through the fire, just like gold, man, it's refined, and it's a beautiful piece.
That's right.
So the nations now that are in Psalms 83 that love to see us being eaten up by the dogs. They're going to see us in our glory. They're going to remember that they kicked us when we were down. Right? Them same people that didn't let us pass through the wilderness. You understand what I'm saying? So that all that glory is going to come through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because we're going to be those kings, brother, and judges. Wisdom of Solomon 6:1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. See, so we're going to be from one end to the earth to the other end. You're going to see Israelites in rulership.
That's right.
Right? Because this thing is about hierarchy. This thing is about a bloodline, a royal seed. So if Yahweh Shai is all about royalty, he's the King of Kings. What you think his 144 going to be like?
That's right.
Right? Balling. You see, that's that new government that's going to be here. Okay? The head government and rulership. Regal, kings, priests. And you ain't going to see T.D. Jakes up there. You ain't going to see Al Sharpton and these brothers up there. No, you're going to see the men of the Lord in our glorified bodies.
That's right, brother.
Give ear, ye that rule the people. Okay, I'll read that again. It says, give ear, ye that rule the people. And glory in the multitude of nations. So, hey, man, you're going to be in a head rulership seat. That's why the title was like, when he shall appear, we shall be like him. And the Lord said it's going to be within the twinkle of an eye that you shall be changed.
That's right.
That's just what we're looking forward to.
Matter of fact, if I may, brother, you got something. You still got to finish up on that.
No, you got it. You got it.
This is Romans 8:18, and it's in the title of it right above it says the future glory. So it says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who has subjected the same in hope, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh. For we know that that was the point, actually. That was the point right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what we're looking for, that delivery out of the bondage of corruption.
That's right, brother.
We tired of just, again, here it is, we're trying to be as righteous as we can possibly be. And, we got our flesh that's over here, going back to that mindset that we don't want to be in, constantly throwing you back into that, F the world spirit. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, brother.
We want to get up out of that, man. We want to be able to just finally relax, have ease in our mind, ease in our brain, being able to really enjoy life and enjoy our children, and ultimately enjoy Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the things that he has given us, man. How can we really sit here and enjoy all of that, man, when we got to keep our head on a swivel? We got to keep our head above water all the time, constantly being careful, making sure that, we're doing the righteous thing to be found without blemish, to be perfect,
That's
when that
right.
time comes that we're going to be out of them bodies, man, there's going to be no more thinking like that. Scripture said we're not even going to be able to think folly, man. That sounds beautiful within itself. Just, I don't have to think folly anymore, because to think folly is straight sin. So,
well, that's when that new covenant is in you.
That's right.
And this just shows that well, Lord has blinded many people. That's what's that? 2 Corinthians 4:14.
Yep.
The
And he,
Lord has blinded, or 2:15. The Lord has blinded these people, man. And that. See, this is all about separation. You see, I'm gonna bring out two precepts. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right, so we are in constant mourning right now. But every dark night, there's a bright day after that. Okay, right? We haven't seen that bright day yet, but us being the saints, we have the patience and the faith to understand that this day is coming. Right? These things were promised unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? Our forefathers walked in a way of righteousness, which is dwelled down to us as well. Okay, so since this earth is all messed up now, because we haven't been able to enjoy this earth. Up until this point, right now, we have not been able to enjoy it. We have been in pearls this whole time. Right? Wisdom of Solomon 13:2. But deemed either fire or wind, or the swift air, or the circle of stars, or the violent water, or the lights of heaven, to be gods which govern the world.
mm, mm.
You see, gods, the Lord said we will be like gods, man. And we're going to govern the world. And that's the hope. That's the faith. What else do you have to lean on here? There's nothing here in Babylon. There's nothing abroad. Ain't
Well,
nothing but death out here.
well, like you said, it said that we're going to be gods. Can you be a god in this world of Babylon? Absolutely not. Can't be nowhere near that. But the Lord is telling you we're going to be like gods in that time. We're going to be like gods in the kingdom. So back to what you're saying, what is there left here? If you can't, there's nothing above being like having that godlike power, So if you can't have that, what the hell do you want on this side, man?
That's right. And for it to say to be gods which govern the world, well, this world needs a new government.
That's right.
Right? It needs the elect, all right, that it has their right minds with the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in us to repopulate and do what the Lord's will was from the beginning.
That's right. And it needs the righteous in authority.
It needs the righteous in authority.
That's right.
Because right now everybody's bearing rule, even the wicked. Psalms 82:6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you, and all are children of the Most High. See? Now, what kind of God will you be if you didn't see the evil as well? And that's what happened in the garden with Adam and Eve. They had to see that wicked, they had to see the evil too. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Just as well. Well, ain't nothing new under the sun. So if nothing's new under the sun, we have to see that. We had to taste that wickedness too. We had to be, pagans too, for us to hate it in this awakened state.
That's right. Well,
so now when our other people do it in family, hey man, you ain't nowhere around.
That's right, and it makes sense too, because that's the perfect balance to being that God, because the Lord is good and evil, right? Yeah, he's righteous to his people, but he's the one that's controlling the good and evil. So we, like you said, we had to go through that wickedness to enjoy that righteousness, to understand that righteousness. And that's what's going to make us balance. See, Esau can never be that God because, in this world he think he is, but he can never be that God. Why? Because he's just filled with wickedness. There is no upright spirit in him. You see, there is no righteousness in his mind. Everything is just evil thoughts, like it tells you in Proverbs 4. You know, he's the he eats the bread of wickedness. You know, he drinks the wine of violence. You know, they don't even sleep unless they do mischief. So that's why he's an unbalanced person. You know, but us being able to have the you know, the intelligence of both, that's what's gonna have us at that perfect balance when we hit that kingdom and be able to be that righteous judge, you know.
That's right. This is second Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Now we all know that scripture all well, right? We and saying that Jacob is going to be the ones that's going to be running everything, man. See, that's that head government, right? And the Lord said the power is going to be given unto us. I'm going to go to Wisdom Solomon, the 6th chapter, because ultimately, what are we looking for? To be like the Most High, to be like Yahweh Shai, but to have sovereignty.
That's right.
We ain't doing nothing but getting kicked down here, man, like a can down the street. But sovereignty is promised unto us. That's those heavenly gifts, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 3. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works. So our works are being tried out now. You see, it's always a test put in front of you, see if you're going to pass it or not.
That's right.
Making yourself worthy or unworthy, because your words will either condemn you, okay, or bring you to righteousness, man. Your actions, right? So the Lord will try out your counsels. To finish that off, it says to search out your counsels. Why? Because if you're a minister to the Lord, man, you're gonna have to have a kingdom like mine. The next verse it says, because being ministers of his kingdom. So being ministers of his kingdom, right? The author of confusion is Satan, who is the minister of darkness. With potions, he has spells, his magic, his enchantments, concoctions, right?
That's right.
Witchcraft, all his false flags, all this shit is over here on the left. And we have to prove to the Lord that we can keep fighting this.
That's right.
That you ain't going to give up the fight and put down the plow. That you're going to keep standing up to this wickedness, you know. And the Lord said at the end, he's going to give you what? That white stone. He'll give you a white, which represents victory.
White robes.
White robes, a crown of life.
Yep.
You see, we have to go through all this to defeat this mad scientist, to be ministers forever in the kingdom.
That's right. Matter of fact, let me quick one real quick. This Malachi 3 and 2. But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? Mm-hmm. For he is like a refiner's fire, and like fuller's soap. And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi, and purge them as gold and silver.
That's right.
That they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. And that's going into that representation of the elect, the sons of Levi, you see. And what, like you said, we have to go through these trials, because that's us being put to that fire, tried as gold, you know, the furnace of adversity, you know. And what happens when you take silver and you purify the silver? You know it's done when you can see your image in the silver, you see. So we have to be in that image of Yahweh Shai in order for us to be found worthy to be on them chariots, man, to be, you know, joint heirs and to be a judge of this of the kingdom, you know.
That's right. That's right. And then that's putting in action. You know, wisdom. I think we were speaking about this yesterday when we was on the phone. You know, anybody can know something, but wisdom is acting on it.
That's right.
You know, wisdom is not doing something you know you're not supposed. It actually not doing it. So we heard this word and we put it in action. And you know what? That's a great precept in Hebrews. Let me get it. Let me get it. All right. This is Hebrews 2:3. How shall we escape if we neglect the great salvation, which at the first began to be spoken by the Lord, and was confirmed unto us by them that heard him? You see? So the word was confirmed in us, and it was locked, key, and sewed up in us. But some will still fall on the wayside. And that's why you have to be able to keep walking and prove yourself to the Lord, man. Right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not going to give a 1 foot in man a crown. No, he's looking for military mind stated, strong men in his army. Right? James 1:22. Because we put that action in, right? It says, but ye doers of the word, not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. Okay. Okay. So we're putting in the work, you know, hearing the word and applying action to it. And that's what Yahweh Shai was about. He was about his father's business.
That's right.
When Yahweh Shai was 12 years old and he was in synagogues preaching with the men and Mary and Joseph had went back to Jerusalem, they couldn't even find Yahweh Shai. Where was he back? He was back still teaching. They asked Yahweh Shai, what did you do? What are you doing here, son? I'm about my father's business.
That's right.
And it went over their head. It went over Mary's head. It went over Joseph's head, which shows that this thing is all about a spiritual eye, a spiritual awakening. You think you're going to be like the Most High if you ain't if you building a house on sand? No, man, you got to be fully invested in the Lord.
That's right. Fully persuaded.
Fully persuaded in your own mind.
That's right. I got a quick precept to back you up. This is Matthew 15:8. This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And going into that heart, going into the Lahab, their mind is totally away from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, they profess to have knowledge of the Lord, but deny the power thereof. You know, going into Ezekiel 33, you know, they hear the words of the Lord, but they do them not.
Right.
You know, and that's crucial because that's how Jake is, man. Jake is Jake is hard-headed as hell. Jake is always quick to just be like, yeah, I'm in there, you know, but what are you really doing? They do that just with worldly shit all the time. You know, they stick around because it's a trend or something like that, but they don't really have, you know, knowledge, or their heart is not really in it. You know, just take Jake, for example, when it comes to sports. They got all this talent, but they over there just playing for the heck of it. But you ain't really playing to you know, be the best at that, you know? It's just because you know something, you want to be part of it for the moment, but you're really not putting your whole mind to it, your whole heart to it. You know?
God. You know, and you're not putting your whole heart to it. That's anti-Hamashiach.
That's right. That's
You're
right.
anti-Hamashiach if you're not fully invested. These men, the 12 had horrible deaths. You know, besides John the Revelator, who went to the salt mine to give us the book of Revelation.
That's right.
So bearing up your cross is a part of this walk we have. And then the Lord said what? He said, at the end, we shall see who are my true servants.
That's right.
Right? And that's when we're going to be the son. We're going to look like him and have our attributes. Matter of fact, this is 1 John 3:2. Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and doeth not appear when we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. Right? So you now you're going to be able to see Yahweh Shai, right, in all of his glory. And how amazing would that be?
Beautiful.
No, we got to go to Hebrews 6. We got to get Hebrews 6.
You got it, or you want me to jump in it?
Yeah, you got Hebrews 6:17.
Yeah, I'll grab it real quick. This is Hebrews 6:17. And it says, when Yahweh willing more abundantly to show, wherein Yahweh willing more abundantly to show unto the heirs of the promise the immutability of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath.
That's right. That's that promise. You see? So it was confirmed that your seed and your seed after your seed, this royal seed, is going to be my flock.
That's right.
You know, I think the brother up here, that's right, Peter Colley. Shalom, Peter Colley. You got it right here, Isaiah 40:15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as a small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. So we already know that Yahweh Bashin Yahweh Shai is for Israel. Right? But he got a small remnant out of all these other Israelites. And we are hoping that we are those men and women and children. Because who else is doing this work? Who else is out? Who else is doing this? So somebody, according to a process of elimination, okay, hey, at least we're in the game.
That's right.
And that's what it's all about. The hopeful elect. Because I want to be like you. I want to, be on be able to see my big brother in Yahweh.
That's right.
Right?
That's us.
I'm talking about in a state where we're not a 2/3 state coming back.
That's right.
You want to see him on the first round on that chariot.
That's right. There's no glory in that second death.
Glory in the second death.
You missed all the fun.
That's right. So that promise that was made, Sirach 45:5, he made him hear his voice and brought him into the dark cloud. Who we talking about? We talking about Moses. Mm-hmm. And he gave him commandments before his face, even the law of life and knowledge, that he might teach Jacob his covenants and Israel his judgments. See? Right? So out of Israel, the Lord has his remnant. The Lord has his elect. And these are going to be the men that govern this earth, that puts it back in order. Right? The righteous judges.
That's right. And it's funny you say that. You know what? You said what you said before was crucial. He was about his father's business, Yahweh Shai. Well, when you're in a business, you pick what? You pick the man for the job.
That's right.
You see, not everybody's qualified for this job. So the Lord has that remnant, like you said. Many are called, but few are chosen. The world, he said, this world was created for many. This world, meaning this wicked society, was created for many. That's why you have all these spirits in vain basically born, because this is their world. But the world to come, he said he created for few. You see, because not everybody's worthy to have that position in that world to come. You know what I'm saying? No, not everybody's, you know, qualified for that job to, you know, make it into that kingdom on that first round. You know?
Yeah, that's right. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah Shalom Akim. And to back off what you're saying, I'm gonna go to pull. Let me get Hebrews because I got a precept for what you just said. This is about a calling.
That's right.
This is Hebrews 3:1. Wherefore, holy brethren, partakers of this heavenly calling. See, this is a heavenly calling that the Lord has called us unto. He brought you out of the darkness into this marvelous light. Consider the apostle, the high priest of our profession, Hamashiach Yahushai, man. Right? We are following the orders and footsteps of our high priest.
That's right.
Being partakers of this holy calling, a covenant that the Lord has promised us. So if he said, when he shall appear, we shall look like him and appear like brother. So you ain't gonna be on the level of Yahushai, but you're gonna be on a hell of a level.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
See, Hebrews 3:14. For we are made partakers of Hamashiach if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast until the end. So you have to manifest this race like the prophet St. Paul said. You have to finish your race until the end. What happens when you run a race and you win? You're going through the yellow tape, bro. Right? At the end of the race, they're giving you flowers, roses. You do your little victory lap.
That's right. Right?
Well, this is going to be a forever victory lap. That's going to be for eternity. That's forevermore. Right. You got this guy in the world named Nipsey Hussle. You got an album called Victory Lap. No, well, this is going to be a victory lap on the right-hand side.
That's right.
Right?
A forever celebration for it, for the victory.
Sovereignty. It was only 40 years of peace with King Solomon, King David. Right? We never saw that. But now it's been promised to us that the covenants, the promises, you know, the glory, all of this is going to come into his elect. The hell with the 2/3.
That's right.
The Lord said, we shall appear like him. So we're going to be dripping in glory, dripping in faith. And it's going to trickle down to the aqua. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right, brother.
The brother here. That's right, brother. Ephesians 6:11, put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that you be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that's this fight we fighting. You got something?
No, that's point. I had something real quick, actually, since I'm already on it. Talking about the calling. I'll just read a quick scripture. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and what was it at? 1 and 26. It says, "For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called."
Mm-hmm.
You know, going into, you know, not everybody's made for this job, man.
That's
not
right.
Everybody's made to be part of the elect. The Lord is only dealing with a remnant. And like you said, it's a race, you know. Everybody's in the race, but only few gonna finish that race. You know, you're fighting for a spot as you're racing, it's almost like you giving elbows and clipping people on the way for you to make sure that you finish the finish line, you know. And that's why you have to come, you know, with your whole armor, like the brother put up. You have to be girded up, man, and you have to you know, you have to attend to the Lord without distraction and fully be persuaded in the Lord, man. Fully be persuaded in your own mind. As a matter of fact, I'll bring this out since I had it before. Came back up in my mind just now. Joel 2 and I think it's 12. Yep. It says, therefore also now saith the Lord Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting and weeping and mourning. So the Lord is telling you that you have to come to him with all your heart. It ain't no half-ass, you know, half-ass stepping. You have to come to the Lord with all your heart. It says, and rend your heart and not your garments, and turn unto the Lord Yahweh your power, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil. And what better deal is that, man? That you could be, the Lord gave you, it was almost like the Lord gave you a car to be, he didn't want you to, but because we were subject to go, you know, to subject to vanity, we were going to go off at one point. So the Lord basically gave you a card to go off, but he giving you that card to come back to him. So why wouldn't you take advantage of, you know, being able to have your transgressions be blotted out? You know, why wouldn't you turn to the Lord, and he's giving you a chance to come back to him? Everything you did could just be erased by you turning back to the Lord and repenting, man. And these people want to continue to live in wickedness, and they actually love living in their wickedness. Go ahead.
Well, they're not following, ultimately, you're right, and they're not following the orders of the Lord. They're beasts in the field.
That's right.
Right? Those are vessels fit for destruction. Right? The Lord created so many righteous spirits, and he also created the wicked. You can go to second Esdras, the 4th chapter, and speaks about the chambers of the souls. Right? So this was a heavenly calling that the Lord had given us, according to Hebrews 3 and 14. So that heavenly calling, okay, you have to apply that to Genesis 1 and 1. Right? These are the same men from before the foundation of the earth. This is a predestination.
That's right.
So even if you're right. Even if you had went off of this and that, the Lord has corrected you because you are predestined to win. You are predestined to finish this race. Everyone don't have this calling. That's why it says we are partakers. It's a stumbling block. Yahweh Shai is a stumbling block into the 2/3, or a stumbling block into to other nations. Matter of fact,
he's playing the ways are playing onto the holy. They're stumbling blocks onto
that's a rock. That's a rock 39. This is 1 Peter 2 and 8. It says, in a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense. See, Yahweh Shai is a rock of offense. They don't want to look like Yahweh Shai. That's why I say he's a white man. Right? When you tell them Revelation 13, when you read in Revelation 1 and 14, you say, this is what Yahweh Shai look like. No, he don't. She's a white man. See, they don't want to, when he shall appear, we shall look like it. They don't want to look like Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Even to them which stumble at the word, and who was the word? Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. See what I'm saying? They were appointed to be disobedient. Appointed to be the 2/3. Appointed to be those vessels fit for destruction. While you have the men of the Lord going through hell. But you finish that race, and again, we're gonna have a new name. You're gonna have a crown. You know, and there's no looking back at that point.
That's right.
It's already over with. It's been written. So if your name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life, hey, you're gonna be okay. Because what are we? We are a chosen generation.
Royal priesthood.
You want to get it, or I can get it?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Go ahead.
2 Peter's 2:9, right?
That's right.
2 Peter's 2:9. The Lord, no, it's not. It's 1 Peter 2:9, I think.
1 Peter 2:9.
Yeah, 1 Peter 2:9. 1 second. 2:9. Then it says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light."
Called you out of that darkness and brought you into this light. What else can you ask for?
That's right. And now
you was in the Proverbs 21. You was a walking dead.
That's right.
Now you have life.
And what's crazy is that you see, we were called from the darkness into the light. And what does it tell you in John? It tells you John 1, and let me grab it real quick. John 1, and I think it's 8 or 9. 9. Salakia. No, 5. It says, "The light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not."
Mm-hmm.
So the darkness, we that light, and this is why the rest despise us. That's why these people, these 2/3, the rest of the world hates us, because they can't comprehend the light. They can't understand when that light is being, shined upon them. As a matter of fact, real quick, this is Proverbs 4 and I think it's 17, 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness; they know not at what they stumble. Ooh.
Right.
So us being in this light, man, we're gonna always continually, keep shining. Just like it says, the house of David shall wax stronger and stronger. Our light is gonna keep shining stronger and stronger. It's gonna get brighter and brighter to that day, while everybody else dims off.
Right. This thing. Did you yield up?
What happened?
I didn't want to cut you off. I didn't know.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. I was gonna say, brother, this thing is about to hit.
That's right.
This when you put in this is an investment that we have invested in. We have put off our family lives, forsaken, family members, jobs. I mean, personally, I've lost a lot. I know you have too.
That's right.
Other brothers, other sisters, right? So this thing, it's about to hit in a minute, right? And once it hit, sovereignty forever.
That's right.
You see? So we have to keep working for the Lord. Matter of fact, these precepts is just hitting, man. I need to get Hebrews 6 and 10.
That's right.
Right? Because this is the labor of love. We love Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. When we appear, we want to look like him. And that is not just the physical. That's everything he brings. That's the glory of him.
That's right.
Everything about him.
We want to have that mindset of him.
Yeah. Come on. You got that, or I can bring it out.
Oh, I'll bring it out. Yeah, Hebrews 6 and 10, you said, right?
Come on.
Yeah, I got you. Hebrews 6 and 10. And it says, For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end.
That's right. And that's always moving. That's being what? Lively stones.
That's right.
That's believing in the Lord. People can see you out in the world. They don't even know that you're a Hebrew Israelite. They say something's about that brother. He is, man, you got a beautiful spirit. You know, because Yahweh Shai is shining through you. 1 Peter 2:5. Ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood, offered up spiritual sacrifices. We are offering up our body as a spiritual a physical and a spiritual sacrifice.
That's right. And when I believe when you go into that word, you what are you in the inner? You got the blue letter on you?
I can grab it.
Oh, I didn't know if you was on the blue letter. I think it's I think I can bring it out to the head though. I think if you go into lively, it goes into being active.
Right.
You know, so that's us constantly being active in the work of the Lord.
That's that labor of love.
That's the labor of love. Exactly. That's why the Lord said works without faith is dead being alone. Because without you having the works, without you being active of the Lord, how you really showing faith? You know, that's why they go hand in hand. You know, keeping these law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You know, if you're a man of the Lord, you know, going out there and letting your light shine. You see, not hiding your candle. You know, not hiding your candle under a bushel. You know, hiding your talents in the napkin and putting them away. And the Lord said, "Woe to him that hold back his sword, man, from blood." You got to go out there and preach something. You know. Even if it's the same three scriptures over and over and over again. You know, the weakest link is the most important, because we are all one body in Yahweh. There's not to be no schisms in the body. So everybody is important. You know, it's not about competition. It's about just that labor of love, like you said, man. That labor of love is the most important thing, because the Lord not going to forget your labor of love. You know?
That's right.
Matter of fact, if I could, the brother Danya Allah.
Let me hit that one real quick.
Go ahead.
Salaki, it's 1 John 3:1. Behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed on us. That's a question. Like,
that's right.
What manner of love the Father has bestowed on us? Like, he can't believe it. That we should be called the sons of God. Like, what did we do to be called the sons of God? Well, the Lord chose us.
That's right.
See, that was his choice. Therefore, the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. So the world they have no clue of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They know Jesus the Christos.
That's right.
They know Jesus the Christ.
That's right. They know the tender rock star.
Yeah, see, that's going through that wide gate, though. You see, you're going through the wide gate. The wide gate is going to lead you to destruction.
That's right.
Right? This gate that the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua set for us, man, he said go to the straight gate. See, you go to the straight gate, then we're gonna be able to see him through the Spirit. Right?
Mm.
You think about a body of water. A body of water is always moving.
That's right.
Even if it's still, like I got a pool in my backyard, man. That water, even when it's sitting, it's moving.
That's right.
I watch it, and I meditate. Go down to the river, and the Lord is He shows you things to enlighten you, right? So we're fighting this fight here on earth, okay, with all the wicked, our own people, to have that light shine on us forever, man. And that ain't no cliche saying. That's a real belief that we have.
That's right.
Being humble. What was the Lord? The Lord was humble. He didn't come when he didn't come riding in no big ass chariot, man. He rode in on the donkey.
That's right.
You know, he made himself what is it? He made himself of no
He put himself in humility.
Yeah. He didn't make himself famous.
Exactly.
You know, in layman term.
That's right.
So these are the spiritual sacrifices that brothers is putting in. Even the aqua, teaching the women, teaching the daughters to be righteous women. And you can save your husband by your faith.
That's right.
A brother that even in the world. I mean, the brothers that's not in the truth. So the Lord has given us these different avenues to get to him. But you got to go to the straight gate. It's only one way, and that's to him.
That's right.
Right? I got prayer of Azariah. This is prayer of Azariah 1:65. O ye holy and humble men of the heart, bless ye of the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever. See? So we're praising and exalting the Lord now so that we can dwell with him forever. You know, Jake watching the football games. Jake getting ready for the NFL to jump off. You know? The men of the Lord are constantly in the spirit.
We getting ready for that Rice Krispie treat.
We getting ready for some real things to happen. We getting ready for 2 Ezra 15:16 to jump off.
That's right.
You see? So this is not a game when we dealing with the eschatology of the Bible. It's the end days. So when the Lord comes and crack that cloud, man, we have to be ready. I think the brother had a scripture over here. Oh, you wanted to bring that Philippians?
Hold on. What you say?
You had Philippians.
Oh yeah, I was bringing that out before the brother Daniela put it up. This is Philippians 3:14. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, because that's what it's all about. That's why you can never get you can never be comfortable in this place, man.
Nah, brother.
You have to be uncomfortable. Uncomfortable keeps your eyes on the mission. You know, yeah, uncomfortable keeps you keeps you ready, you know, so you don't have to get ready. If you're comfortable in this place, you're gonna be caught sleeping when Yahweh Shai cracked them clouds. When you're comfortable in this place, that's when a thief comes and robs you. You see, because you wasn't on point. You wasn't on your P's and Q's. You know, so you have to be straight on your you have to be on your guard on your guard at all times. And you know, for you to be comfortable in a place where the Lord said, like in Micah 2:10, you know, this is not your rest. It will destroy you with a sword destruction. You know, why would you even try to get comfortable in a place like this? So you want to be uncomfortable because that's what's going to press you toward the mark for the prize, man. That's what's going to keep your eyes on the prize.
Right.
And the brother had put up that lively word too. It went into live, life, quick, to breathe. You see, you're alive. You're active. Yeah, see, active, blessed. Endless in the kingdom of endless in the kingdom of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
That's what we're looking for. You know, an endless kingdom. We don't want a kingdom that's going to be just for a bit, for another time being. No, we want an endless kingdom, man. A kingdom that's forever. You know, this is why Esau hates us so much, man, because that's what he's striving for. He's trying to have an endless kingdom that never is going to exist. You know, like it says, their inward thought is their houses will continue forever. Nah, absolutely not. The Lord's going to bring an end to all of that. You know, and we're going to be The Lord is going to set righteousness upon the earth. Let it rain. You know, that righteousness. And you're going to have to see what it was like, how you were supposed to basically move when you were in the earth. When you were given that power, you're going to see what you were supposed to do with it. You know, by watching the true men of the Lord being in righteousness, man. Starting with Yahweh and King David, down to the 12.
That's right. That's right. Can you grab? We can end it. Can you grab Matthew 24?
Yeah, I got you.
22.
Matthew 24 and 22.
Yeah. Hold that. Second Esdras 2 and 10. It reads, "Thus saith the Lord unto Esdras, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I have given unto Israel. Their glory also will I take unto me, and give these the everlasting tabernacles, which I prepared for them." So this is everlasting tabernacles that the Lord has prepared for his elect, which those elect are going to be heirs to the promise. Those elect are going to sit with Yahweh Shai. It says, prepared for them. They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary. Go, and you shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you. And that's what you're about to bring out. We want this kingdom to end. So pray for a few days unto this place. That you may be sure that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. So the kingdom is prepared for us already. But like the brother got right here, we got to finish the course and finish the race. You got to bring that up.
Bring out that 24?
Yep.
This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. For the elect, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
So it's all about the elect.
That's right.
It's all about the elect. It's all about the elect in the 1/3. That's your first round draft picks. The 1/3 to be your second round draft picks. That's the great multitude. If you put it in layman terms, if you can pick up what I'm putting down.
That's right.
You see, and we want to be that first. We want to be the first round. But if not, hey, I just want to be. Whatever the Lord has set for me, that's what I have.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You just want to be a doorman up in there. If you
yeah. The breath of life, he's already given me a gift. He's given me the breath of life.
That's right.
So I'm living now when I was dead before. We was dead in our past lives. Now we are alive. And just that right there is a gift in this flesh.
That's right.
So
have the names, man.
Yeah, we got the name of the Lord, man.
That's the keys to salvation.
Yeah. That's right, brother. Hey, we can close with that.
All right.
And give all honor and glory to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kadash. Double honor to the elders, apostles, and head bishops of Great Millstone who do well. And peace to all you brothers, sisters, and salutations to all you. The water for listening.
That's right. Keep fighting the good fight of faith, enduring as good soldiers. And your sisters just keep teaching the women and listening and learning, as y'all always do.
That's right. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shalom.